According to the narrator of Invisible Man, all my life I had been looking for something, and everywhere I turned, someone tried to tell me what it was. Until he confessed in the end, I am nobody but myself. He described himself as an invisible being, not in the literal sense, but figuratively, as nobody had ever looked at him as an individual self, but rather observed, quote unquote, everything and anything except me.
I'm Lola. That's, my name's on my birth certificate, so I guess I'm that person. I have to be that person. Otherwise, I'd say that it's difficult to answer that question with a singular or linear answer because there are so many people that we are or try to be in different spaces. So I'd say that whoever Lola is has a school persona, she has a personal life persona, she has a professional persona.
Something supplanted on us from birth. From conception, we're someone else's thing, really. We're not really people. I think that's the sort of journey of life, is finding out who you are, forging your own identity. Most people, a lot of people, I wouldn't say most, but a lot of people, they sort of attach on to other sort of identities, especially group identities. They don't, they become one within this larger sort of blob mass of humanity, and it's sad. They don't really know who they are. They don't really get to be people.
That's a very deep and difficult question, asking who I am. I would think of myself as maybe a mind or a consciousness existing only really in the body. You look at the rest of the world and think, is any of this real? I find myself thinking, maybe I'm just a mind trapped inside a computer, just plugged into the matrix. Everything, all these other people I perceive to be consciousness, I'm just really stuck as a brain in the vat.
The Invisible Man comes to terms with himself and his role in society. In the end, with hindsight being 2020, it was easy for him to know what was the right thing to do after something had already happened. But it's hard to predict the future, which leaves the ending ambiguous to his fate. Kundera perfectly sums up both the narrator of Invisible Man and the student's feelings of the self, as he states that the self and its uniqueness cannot be grasped in man's interior. Kundera further argues that novels and human experience cannot breach its own self-imposed limits, and that, no matter what, the quest for the self has always ended, and always will end, in a paradoxical dissatisfaction.